Hey there, classic rock lovers, and welcome to Classic Reviews, where we review classic rock albums. And today we have an exciting treat for you. So get ready for an epic CD review that will hopefully leave you craving to listen to this band. The CD we will be reviewing will be this greatest hits CD by the German power metal band Helloween. So the band Helloween are known as the fathers of the power metal genre, and they came about in the mid-80s. Helloween have had a number of lineup changes over the years, but this CD only covers the band's main glory years, which are the first few albums from the mid-80s till when this CD came out in August 1991. With this CD covering the classic Helloween era, it does only feature the original band members, which feature Markus Grosskopf on bass and Michael Wyckoff on guitar, both of whom have been the two constant members who have stayed in the band throughout the lineup changes. The drummer on these songs is the late Ingo Schwichtenberg, if I've pronounced that last name properly, and he had problems with drugs and alcohol and developed schizophrenia, and he would unfortunately pass away in March 1995 after jumping in front of a train. The other guitar player on this greatest hits CD is Kai Hansen, who was also the singer of this band early on, but he would leave Helloween at the start of 1989 and form another successful power metal band called Gamma Ray. The lead singer of Helloween is called Michael Kiske, and he joined the band in 1986 at the young age of 18, and he would leave the band in 1993. Both Michael Kiske and Kai Hansen have since rejoined the band alongside the current lineup of Helloween, which includes Michael Kiske's replacement, Andy Derris. So let's start the track by track, and we start off strong with the song called I Want Out. This is one of Helloween's most well-known songs, and it's from the Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 2 album, which came out in August 1988. I Want Out is a big song in the power metal genre. It starts out with some very catchy riffs, and you get an anthemic chorus with some great vocals that prove that Michael Kiske is the perfect singer for this song. The lyrics of this song are describing wanting to break free from society and from people forcing their will onto you. And what inspired Kai Hansen to write these teenage type lyrics was that he wanted to leave the band, which is what he did a few months later. The second song on this greatest hits CD is called Dr. Steen. This is another one of the band's more well known songs, and as of right now, this is my favourite song on this album. Like the previous song, it's off Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 2, and it's a great song that features great pre choruses and main chorus. A lot of people call it a rather cheesy song, and the lyrics were inspired by the Frankenstein story. So, the lyrics are about a mad doctor making monsters and clones in his lab, but he ends up getting killed by one of his clones. The main thing I love about this song are the keyboards, and what you hear is this organ solo that does remind you of a haunted castle. It's just a shame though that they don't play the keyboard organ parts when performing this song live. The third song on this greatest hits CD is called Future World. This song is off the Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 1 album, which came out in May 1987, and the lyrics are about being optimistic about the future and how we should work together to create a better future. Now, there's a lot of great musicianship in this song. It's a mid-tempo song that features some very catchy drumming and twin guitar soloing, and Michael Kiske really shows his vocal prowess as you get to hear him sing low tempo and really high pitched. And I'll also mention that this is one of the Helloween songs that Kai Hansen sings when playing in Gamma Ray. The last things I'll say about the song Future World is that I love the intro, and it does sound like something Iron Maiden could have written if their music was aimed at children. Track number 4 on this CD is simply called Judas, and I can't think of too much to say about this song really. This is one of the only songs on this CD where we get to hear Kai Hansen on lead vocals, and it's from the band's debut album called Walls of Jericho, which came out in November 1985. This song first came about when Walls of Jericho got re-released on CD in 1988, and it's a speed metal-esque song with a mean-sounding riff, brutal-sounding chorus, and a great-sounding outro. The fifth and sixth songs on this CD are the intro to the Walls of Jericho album. Track number 5 is the so-called title track of the Walls of Jericho album, which is just the nursery rhyme London Bridge is Falling Down, played with synthesized brass instruments and is under a minute long, and then that morphs into the song Ride the Sky. Now, if you like the Judas Priest song Painkiller, then you need to give the song Ride the Sky by Helloween a listen. The start of the song proves that Kai Hansen can scream with the best of them, and we get this speed metal song that's driven by some brilliant guitar and bass playing. Not only does this song feature a great song title and showcase how strong of a singer Kai Hansen is, but it also showcases how great of a guitarist he is, with some brilliant guitar soloing along with the band's other guitarist Michael Wyckoff, and they both have their own solos intertwined with the harmony guitar between. The last things I'll say about this song are that Kai Hansen does get to show off towards the end of the song, and there is a hint in the lyrics that one of the inspirations for this song was a song by the 70s British glam rock band Sweet called Set Me Free. Track number 7 on this CD is called Helloween. This is off the Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 1 album, and as you might be able to guess, the lyrics are about Halloween. To go into more detail, the lyrics are about someone going out trick-or-treating, and the person gets abducted by something evil, possibly the devil. And while the devil tries to seduce this guy, promising him power and glory, the individual refuses and screams for help, and promises to be a good person. Now, this song is over 13 minutes long, so as you can imagine, it has a few different dynamics to it. The great thing about this song is that you get to hear Michael Kiske show off his full range, from hitting high pitches in the verses to the more talk singing he does in the more relaxed parts of the song. As well as some great drum and bass playing by Marcus and Ingo, the guitar duo of Kai Hansen and Michael Wyckoff really shine on this track. If this song isn't full of high notes by Michael Kiske, then it's full of guitar solos by a duo that are easily up there with the all-time great guitar duos. The last thing I can think of to say about this song is that I wouldn't recommend watching the music video, as that's only 5 minutes something long, which isn't good for a song that's over 13 minutes long. Track number 8 is called Living Ain't No Crime. Can't think of too much to say about this song really. The song is actually a bonus track of the Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 2 album, and it may well have been a B-side to the song Dr. Steen. This is one of the lesser known songs on this CD, but it is much loved by Helloween fans, and it is a rather uplifting and positive sounding song that gives off big fist waving soccer anthem feels. Some people say the guitars of this song have like a Thin Lizzy vibe to it, but I'm not so sure I can hear that personally. Track number 9 on this CD is called Save Us. Like the previous track, this song is like a bonus track on the Part 2 album, and was a track on that album when it was released in North America. This song is a fast song that features a nice catchy chorus and the typical great guitar solos. This song was written by Kai Hansen, and it is a fast song that's more in vein with something you'd hear on the Walls of Jericho album, rather than the Keeper of the Seven Keys album. The last thing I can think of to say about this track is that it sounds like Michael Kiske doing a great vocal on a song that sounds like a mixture of the songs Judas and Ride the Sky. Track 10 on this CD is called Victim of Fate. The original version of this song is a Kai Hansen song from the Walls of Jericho album, and that version sounds more raw and has longer guitar solos. But the version you hear on this Greatest Hits CD is from the Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 1 album with Michael Kiske on lead vocals, and this version has a more cleaner sound, shall I say, than the original. The main thing to say about this song is that it's one of the more stronger songs on this CD, and it has everything in it. Great guitar solos, screams, and softer talking parts in the song too. The third to last song on this CD is called Savage, and this is another track of the Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 2 album. The song Savage is similar to the song Judas, in that it's more of a speed metal song that sounds like it's from the Walls of Jericho album, or even a song from a thrash metal band Anthrax. I must admit, I wouldn't say I hate this song, but it does sound a bit nonsensical and is by no means the best song on this CD. Staying on the theme of bonus tracks from the Part 2 album, the second to last song on this CD is called Don't Run for Cover. I must admit, I can't think of really anything to say about this song, really. Like the previous song I spoke about, it's not the best song on this CD, and it's definitely one of the weaker Helloween songs out there, which could be why the band hasn't really played this live. The final song on this CD is the title track from the second Keeper of the Seven Keys album. This is the longest song on the CD, being over 13.5 minutes long. It's a combination of power metal and prog metal, and through different time and tempo changes and waves of guitar, this song tells the story about a hero who goes on a quest to save the world from evil. But Satan tries to prevent the hero from throwing the seven keys into the seven seas and tries to persuade the hero to join the evil side. But ultimately, the hero succeeds in saving mankind. Now, these lyrics, I think, are influenced by Christian beliefs, and themes of these lyrics are also present in the Bible. Overall, this is a rather epic sounding song that doesn't seem like it's over 13 minutes long, and it also doesn't seem like you're listening to the same song either. So, that's track by track done, and overall, this is a solid album with a title that says it all really. Considering that Helloween are a metal band, a lot of the band's lyrics are on the more positive and uplifting side. And as you might be able to tell by the cartoon covers, if I can get the best angles, they don't take themselves too seriously. The main things to say about this album is that, as solid as it is, it could be better. It only has 13 songs on here, and it would have been a better greatest hits CD if it had a few more songs on it, like the songs Eagle Fly Free, or a couple more songs with Kai Hansen on lead vocals, such as Phantoms of Death. This is the first CD in my collection that I've listened to in a long while where I don't know much about the band or any of their songs, and it is a CD that had to grow on me a bit. But the positives I've taken from this album are that Kai Hansen and Michael Wyckoff are one of the best all-time guitar duos, and both Kai Hansen and Michael Kiske can scream just as great as some of the other all-time great metal singers. Not to mention, I love the band's use of keyboards. In terms of singing, Kai Hansen has a more raw and unique sound, whereas Michael Kiske is like a mixture of Bruce Dickinson and Jeff Tate, which is what the band were looking for at the time they hired him. And it's definitely worth mentioning that both these singers can still sing very well now. So that's a wrap, folks. We've reached the end of our captivating CD review journey. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on my upcoming reviews, etc. Trust me, you don't miss them. This is Classic Reviews. Check out 2 videos at the end, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.